Humans do not fit in the flow chart of life on Earth for 20 million years. We just don't fit. We clearly appear at 200,000 years ago. Our genes say we appear at 200,000 years ago. The Sumerians say they created us at 2,000 years ago, 200,000 years ago. Our genes in our bodies show clearly that we've been genetically engineered. Again, all things that I deal with in considerable detail. The problem is, if you accept that alien reality is real, this is the problem with mainstream science. As soon as they have to acknowledge UFOs or aliens, or Bigfoot for that matter, this is why they keep all of these things in limbo, in intellectual limbo, by ridicule and ignoring, is that as soon as aliens are real, or Bigfoot is real, or hominoids are real, that means that Darwinian evolution is not true, that humans didn't evolve on Earth. And so we lose that special place that we have in the scheme of things now, just like people used to have a special place in the scheme of things, that Earth was the center of the known universe. We now live with the conceit, the conceit, that we humans are the center of the biological universe. That's what we have to give up. In the 1500s, they had to give up their place at the center of everything. Now we have to do the same thing. We have to give up our imagined place as the biological center of the universe. And that's going to be traumatic for a lot of people. But we can't get to the next phase of whatever we're supposed to be developing into until we come to that point of recognition and understanding. And so that's what I work toward. That's what I consider my job, or one of my jobs, is to move everybody to that point of understanding and acceptance that we're not alone. And not only are we not alone now, we never have been. And some of those people that share everything with us, share the universe with us, and particularly our galaxy, share our galaxy with us. Those individuals, one type of them created us. Another type of them created the whole planet, terraformed the whole planet to be what it is. And they're not the same. The people that created us are very much later than the terraformers. The terraformers started at around 4 billion years ago, and whoever and whatever they are, they have no concept of time. As we understand time, time is meaningless to them. There is no time. There's no time. If you can look at a seething ball of magma and say that in 3 or 4 billion years, we're going to have this place really shaped up and looking good. In 3 or 4 billion years, as we understand time, it means to them, time means nothing. It just means nothing. So that is where I think we are, and that's what I push toward and push everyone toward understanding, is that we need to make some profound changes in our understanding of who and what we are if we're going to ever hope to get toward the truth of anything.
How do you think the public would react if they found out that they indeed had been genetically modified by a superior race who put them on Earth, who were watching what they were doing, monitoring, and basically keeping them in a prison?
Well, I think when people find it out, when people understand it at the level that I understand it, and that others who work in this field understand it, you know, your first feeling is that basically we're not much more sophisticated than lab rats, really. For all that we think we are, to them, we're just like lab rats. But, and what I really compare it to is, to them, we are like infants crawling around on the floor with dirty diapers, just oblivious to any and everything that's really true about their environment. We need to move to a point where we get up off our knees, clean our diapers, become like, you know, at least to the level of children going to kindergarten. And I think that we do that by acknowledging that they're there, that, okay, we now understand and accept that we did not evolve here, that we are not the end-all be-all of the universe or the galaxy, that we are just members of a community, of an intergalactic community. We understand that, we accept that, we know you're there. and we're willing to accept our own very, very diminished role in the grand scheme of things. If we get to that point, when we get to that point, I think that is when they will reveal themselves to us and say, okay, now that you're to this point of maturity in your development, we will now begin to help you to move along a little faster. And I think that they will have the technology to end our fuel problems, our dependence on petrochemicals, that they will be able to help us with some of our disease issues, maybe cancer. They will be able to help us correct some of the 4,000 plus genetic disorders that we have, and on and on. I think in the end it's going to be a very good thing for humanity as a whole. But in the short term, it's going to be very traumatic for a lot of people to have to acknowledge and admit that everything they believed and they were taught and have defended and fought for was just wrong, was just wasted effort, was really in the end just kind of stupid. And so that's going to be a hurdle that a lot of people have to overcome, and I think they will overcome it. But not until then will we make any real progress toward our actual, real, true future, which is part of a galactic community. And we're not going to get there until we get up off our knees and acknowledge that that's the truth, that we are part of a community. They're out there, and sort of ask them for help. And I think when we get that mature in our understanding of things, they will help us. They will appear and help us. I don't see a bad end for us. I don't see anybody coming down like Independence Day and just blowing us away. I don't see that. I see a good ending in the end.
Thanks very much, Lloyd.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.